All right, this is a tutorial on doing unit conversions. Now, what we tend to want to do is, if we've got our given unit, what we have to do is we put the given unit on the bottom and the desired unit, or the unit you want, on the top unit. The given unit cancels and we're left with the desired unit. And that's the basic idea. We call that dimensional analysis. If you're getting the desired unit, the given unit had better cancel. Let's look at that in a few examples then. So if we want to know how many meters a foot represents, we're going to start with the 1 foot we were given. So 1 foot. And so we're going to put a foot on the bottom, a meter on the top. We know that from your list of unit conversions, you got 3.28 feet to 1 meter. The feet are going to cancel and leave us with meters. And so then when you run that through your calculator, you get 0.30 meters, where that would be your answer. Now, you can do something fairly similar with this next one. You got a 1/2 inch wrench, so we're going to express the half as a decimal, say 0.50 inches. Now we want to convert that to millimeters. Now, our conversion list didn't have a inches to millimeters conversion, but it did have an inches to centimeters conversion. So the best pathway may be to go from inches, convert to centimeters, and then you can use a metric to metric conversion to go to millimeters. And so we'll use that pathway. So we're going to put inches on the bottom, centimeters on the top. And then we know there are 2.54 centimeters and 1 inch. We can see that the inches cancel, leaves us with centimeters. And now we do this last part where we put centimeters on the bottom and millimeters on the top. What we know is that 1 meter equals 10 to the -2 centimeters, and 1 meter equals 10 to the -3 millimeters, which means there's 1 decimal place between the two. The centimeters is the bigger unit, so there are 10, or 10 to the first, millimeters and 1 centimeter. So you've got your metric to metric conversion in there as well. The centimeters cancel, leave me with millimeters. So again, run that through your calculator, and you get 12.7 millimeters. So not quite 12, not quite 13. And that's why the English and the metric wrenches don't measure up, because they're not going to be quite the same size. But the 12.7 is your answer. Here's a couple more. If we get a 2-liter soda, and we can convert that to gallons, we do have a direct conversion on our list for that. So it turns out we put liters on the bottom, gallons on the top. There are 3.785 liters to 1 gallon. The liters are going to cancel and leave us with gallons. And so you get 0.3 528 gallons. And that actually makes sense because if you think about it, that's not quite 4, so that's going to be a little bit more than half of that, so that answer makes sense. Always check and make sure the answer you're getting out of the calculator makes sense. This last one is a little bit tougher because there's more than one unit going on. So you got 55 miles per hour. Now we got to convert the length unit and the time unit. We want to go to meters. So we put miles on the bottom. We can put kilometers on the top because we have that conversion. I don't have a straight conversion to meters, but I can get from kilometers to meters using a metric to metric conversion. So 1 mile is 1.609 kilometers. Then 1 kilometer is 1,000 meters based on our metric identity. So we can see the miles cancel, the kilometers cancel and leave us with meters. But now we're meters per hour, not meters per second. So we have to convert the time unit. The little bit of a wrinkle that there is that to get a unit in the denominator cancel, like a speed that's very common in physics, you're going to have to put the unit in the numerator and the seconds in the denominator. And since there's 60 seconds in a minute and 60 minutes in an hour, that means there are 3,600 seconds to 1 hour. And the hours cancel, and we're left with meters per second, not canceling. Those are the units we want. So then it's just a matter of running that through your calculator, and you get 24.6 meters per second, where that would be your answer. So this has been a brief tutorial on unit conversions.